Everybody, how are you? It is Bill with Franklin Loan Center. Here we are, Wednesday, mid-May. Wow. This is sort of building on last week's topic of the two biggest questions that I get, which is what's going to happen with rates and also when's the right time to buy, right? And so it just led me to think, like, well, okay, so what's the riskiest time to buy, right? And it really, in my mind, has nothing to do with looking at where the economics are and things like that. I think it more has to do with how much time you have as a home buyer for your time horizon on your investment, right? If it's a primary residence, I mean, do you have at least 5 to 10 years to live in that house? If you have 10 years that you intend to be in a house, the actual risk of a price coming down over that 10 years is really low. In fact, and I even showed this chart when it came up. There was a chart that came out that showed every 10-year period since like the 1940s. And there was one 10-year period where over that 10 years, housing didn't appreciate. And that was from 2008. So from 2008 to 2018, it was actually down like 1%. Now, don't forget, over that same time period, you amortized 10 years worth of your mortgage away and things like that. Was it the best time to buy? No, of course not. It was awful, right? I mean, it's arguably the worst. 2008, 2006, pick your period right around there, was a terrible time to buy. Are we on the brink of that right now? Doesn't seem like it, where it absolutely seemed like it in 06. But everyone was all fired up, and then 08 proved everybody right. That was the naysayers. So anyway, I mean, it's not like, oh my gosh, it's like, when is the riskiest time to buy? Look, the riskiest time to buy is if you don't have the time. I've told plenty of my clients this. Look, if you have a 2, 3, 4 year window, I would recommend you rent. Don't buy. I mean, it's too risky. And by the way, that's not just because of the times that we're in. I always feel that way. Because you just don't know, right? And there's never been a time period ever where people were able to predict with any level of certainty where we were going to be in just a couple of years, much less, 4 or 5 years, But one thing that we can now look at is, again, from 1942 was that chart. So what's that pushing us to? 82 years of data. Only one time in 10 years was over only one 10-year period, I should say. Is there a time when housing prices actually didn't go up? So again, I know this is kind of a rounded answer, and it's not the easiest one, but it also is the most definitive anybody can be. Is like, look, if you are in the market to buy a house, you're ready with your down payment, everything's all set there, and you're kind of wondering when, to me, the next question is, how much time am I looking to hang on to this house? And again, if that answer is 5 years or longer, I think you should give it very serious consideration. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents for now. I am Bill, I'm with Franklin Loan Center, and I'll see you all next week.